Bronny can go in front of ESPN.
Nigga, my mama gonna go to war, nigga. I don't give a fuck how old she is or how old I am. So if I got a pops, that nigga don't do this. Well, he better do this. That's right.
Yeah.
But now we're opening the door for all of these parents to start coming out and protecting their kids.
If you think that's bad, wait till you see Shadour.
Right, it's about to
You
get
know
worse.
Dion already
none of that.
We all saw what we saw, and you know what we saw.
That's elementary school.
No.
That's all
When you a teammate, he push him like, man, like, let's go. He push him like, get off of me.
Get off of me.
Get off me.
No, don't touch me.
Was it worth the $30,000? Now? In the moment.
In that moment.
In the moment.
He was up.
You remember? Was it bingo night or was it? Oh, 44. You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But keep it high level. This is gonna just give you the beats. And I give you my opinion at the end on all of these topics. But what's going on, the core issue, is the carriage rights fee.
First of all, start off the right way. Exactly. Let me start out like this. This is why I'm broke and you got money. this whole Dak Prescott saga.
What are those? On the field, I got metric after metric. He's a winner. Okay, he's number one in all categories for the Dallas Cowboys first 5 seasons. Off the field, unquestionable character. Like, the only thing you got on Dak Prescott is,
I am undisputed. Oh, come on. And me playing basketball, and I just want to line up.
He's getting up.
And show. Yeah, we doing this for real.
He's first.
I want to go rebound.
This one?
Cut that up, baby. This boy, it's wet time. That's what I do.
I still don't know why this is a pick, except exceptional play by the defender. Look at that. 2 dudes reaching, and then he comes between them and say, let me split this bunk bed. And I'm out of here. Shotgun snap, slips. Oh, that's ugly. Sack on your first play ever in the NFL. Y'all know your nightmares came true. You're like, God dang. Oh, yeah, this ain't it. Look at this blitz right here.
I mean, he only knows so much what he's reading off stats, off paper. I mean, everything's good on paper. But I would always love to hear it from a player because they played the game.
What about a journalist? Like, being real, NARPs are journalists. Like, you're from that pool, right? So imagine somebody just said, you didn't play the game. I don't want to hear it.
She would have a living room full of people at about 10 p.m. probably every other Friday or Saturday. Come up here and I already know what they want, and I got to sing whatever song I got.
Did you say song. Sing, not rap? You said sing, huh?
Sing. Yeah, they ain't trying to hear no rap. They ain't trying to hear no rap. Yeah.
Well, you think you can do something with that? Hey man, Michael Jordan too light in the tail. Okay, you know what, big dog? Yes. I ain't light in the tail. If you want some of this, let's go one-on-one right now. Let's go.
Everyone's playing the hits, but I'm a DJ. And one thing I know from my DJing experience is that you don't just play the hits. You play things that people haven't found out about yet. Discovery. Not up to me. I don't have this ego where I'm a buck, talk trash, and be like, yo, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm gonna be like this. All right, I got enough talent. I got enough belief in me. I know what I want to do. Yep, let me go do it. Blah, blah, blah. What's cracking like it, Maggin? Shoot. From the jacket to the baggage. G's up, we's up. Oh, it's 5 in the morning and we ain't yawning. Oh, we about to get into this right now. Love to all you guys who rock with me on the daily, on the weekly, on the monthly, on the yearly. Some of y'all don't even know me. You ain't near me. You don't hold up. No wanna fear me. I sound like T.I., don't I? I ain't taking my medicine this morning, so that means we gonna have a show. God dang it. Oh, man, a lot to talk about here. Obviously, we're going to talk about the headline topic. We're going to try our best to get through that one. That's a tough one with Chris Johnson being diagnosed with ALS. Tell you guys my encounters with a teammate who had ALS as well. LeBron James to the Warriors, a lot of moves behind the scenes, in front of the scenes that's adding up to that becoming a reality. Jaylen Brown And Stephen A. Smith and their little media war has gotten bigger because now Jaylen Brown has called in some backup. I don't even know if he made the call, but people said, we got your back, big dog. This is crazy. So we're going to discuss that as well. We got Diana Rossini getting caught on police cam. What is going on with Diana Rossini? And when you see what she's trying to do and what she's getting away with, SpaghettiOs. So we're going to talk through that. We're going to get Josiah. Josiah's leaving Gil's Arena. We heard it out his mouth. What's next for Josiah and what's going on over there at Gil's Arena? But first and foremost, we got to show our respect, our love to Chris Johnson. Got to do that. Thank you for all the top fans who are in the building. Stomp, I know you here. Rafael Ramirez, Anthony Johnson, Dan Fan, Garden Hire. Stomp is here with the Super Chats. Love for all you guys. Thank you guys, man. Stomp is here. He's on set. He's pumped up. And now we're going to talk about real life, y'all. Not just sports. Deeper than that. Let's go.
Johnson, touchdown!
Chris Johnson, one of the fastest running backs in NFL history, shattered records throughout his career.
80-yard run.
So fast.
Now, I'm not certain we ain't going to get shut down. This is Good Morning America, ABC News. I'm not sure if they allow us even fair use. But if I cut this up more than the obvious, it's for the obvious reason. But sad state of affairs. Let's go.
He earned the nickname CJ2K.
Chris Johnson is going to have a Titans touchdown.
He retired in 2017 and has been out of the spotlight. But today, he is sharing something deeply personal.
Yeah, that's what's interesting because I have seen him a couple times, but nothing like a profile, nothing big, nothing on purpose like that. Just Chris Johnson, hey, it sound like a guy got his money, got his family, chilling, all right, as a running back should with all those yards, all that greatness.
You've chosen to share some personal news today, and it takes a tremendous amount of courage to share it. What would you like for people to know?
First, I want people to know that I'm still me. ALS has changed what my body can do, but it hasn't changed who I am.
In 2025, at the age of 39, Johnson was diagnosed with ALS.
Okay, we're going to do some deep research, a little homework on this after this clip. With ALS a little deeper, get us some education, get some intel on it. But as he said, and I think we all do know this, that you know that it starts to degenerate you. It starts to really attack your nervous system, et cetera. And then if you know anybody who's had it, you have any encounters, any experience with it, the person, the character, maybe some of the personality is like in there. But then on the outside, you can just see him kind of like melting away. It's unfortunate.
The disease progressing so rapidly that he now uses his eyes to trigger a speech-generating device to speak.
Why do you want to share this now?
Because if sharing my story helps even one person get diagnosed sooner, inspires more research, or gives another family hope, then it's worth it.
Johnson says he was in the prime of his life, working out daily and running errands with his 4 children until ALS changed everything.
Beautiful family. Look at that. I mean, that's all of us, right? The fam bam, the itty bitties, the iPad. iPad is like, did I have a baby named iPad? I mean, that's the life. Vacation looks like just outside the hotel, take the picture. Beautiful wife, beautiful life. Come on, man.
Let's go back to last year. When did you notice that something was off?
I first noticed weakness in my right hand. At first, it was little things like my grip didn't feel right, and I wasn't as strong as I've always been.
His wife, Brittany, thought it was something much simpler.
Brittany, what did you think it was at the time?
You know, it's crazy, and please tell me I'm not alone. Whenever I hear symptoms of any illness, I immediately run that body check. And one of the things that I've always had is this gripping sensation that just feels a little off. Like if this one is gripping at 10 cubic pounds of pressure, this one's gripping at like 8. And I've always thought about that, but I always thought it was going to be arthritic. Just to let you know, when we get into the deep intel, you're going to understand why that really matters.
I thought because of football and, you know, his career, that it had to be something with that, maybe a pinched nerve or something along those lines, but never ALS.
And what did doctors tell you initially about your condition?
We hoped it was something else, but after thorough testing, they finally came down with a diagnosis of ALS. They told us about a medication that might extend life by a few months. Then they told us to get our affairs in order. It was hard hearing that, but after watching Good Morning America and seeing Dr. Merritt with Eric Dane, we reached out to her. She was willing to think more creatively, offering experimental treatments that might help and advance research.
That's the importance of media. Like, this is the deepest meaning of media, is to spread, mass communication, to get the word out there, to get the education out there. He's watching, he's suffering from something, and he's watching, and then they're doing advanced medicine, advanced experiments. They're giving out different technologies to those who suffer from it. He reaches out, he got a platform, and they make this happen. Amazing. Thank God for technology, because if not, just imagine, 50 years ago, maybe even sooner, he wouldn't have been able to communicate. He's already been robbed of his voice. He's already lost his voice capabilities. He wouldn't have been able to communicate. His wife literally would be looking at him, and I don't know how they would have communicated if he doesn't have the motor skills. Unreal.
Dr. Merritt Sikovich is a neurologist and leading ALS researcher at Mass General Brigham Neuroscience Institute.
Chris has been on standard of care, which is about 3 different medications that slow down the illness, but he was also part of a clinical trial, a therapy that decreases inflammation, and I think that helped him a lot.
With no family history of ALS, doctors believe his is a case of sporadic ALS, the most common form of the disease.
Remember that, because not to scare you guys. Look, whatever we have to learn, and if it hits you, I understand. I understand a lot of us want to duck from this, but remember, sporadic ALS, we're going to get into that.
Affecting about 90% of patients, occurring randomly in people with no known family history of ALS.
That's one of the reasons this disease can be so shocking. It can happen to someone who never expected it.
And for me, it's shocking. It's hard to process it for me, because I know you, Chris, from just the incredible athlete that you are. How do you process it?
Honestly, I don't know if you ever fully process it. At first you're in shock, then you realize you have 2 choices. You can give up or you can fight. I chose to fight.
And Brittany, what was it like for you when you?
Man, chose to fight. And think about this. When you get the diagnosis, that can happen to anybody. Like they're putting it at 90%. 95% with sporadic ALS, which means as Strahan is sitting there, he's like dealing with the fact of his own mortality and his way and route of mortality, as he's looking at a guy who used to be the fastest guy in the NFL, one of the most athletic athletes ever. And you're looking like, wow, this is what you are enduring. And what makes me think, for real, like deep thought, that I can't escape it, that it won't happen to me. You're just playing a numbers game after that, because you know it can happen to, let's be real, anybody.
You found out that Chris had ALS.
All I could think about was our kids and how young they are. Just, you're in denial. You want it to be anything else. You want the doctors to be wrong. The life that we previously had is like now a thing of the past, but we're still hopeful. We're hopeful, that a breakthrough will happen, and that, or, God, a miracle will happen,
And what kind?
Appreciate, and I've been reading the comments on this, like the strength of the family, the support from the wife, all the above. Like, thank God that he has that support system, and he even thanks her as well. But as anybody has ever been in any predicament when you had to be a caretaker, it is so demanding, because now, like she said, her life, their life, different. The life that they used to have, gone. Like, your day is full of conversations, calls, medical treatments, transportation, bills, reimbursements, trips to the doctor, trips to the hospital, woo! I mean, you can compose yourself well for these interviews, but we all know how it is tearing them apart in terms of how difficult this is. And you're doing it for the hope that something can change and reroute in his prognosis. Because we all know that, unfortunately, there is no cure for ALS when diagnosed.
What support has helped you the most through this?
Without a doubt, my wife, Brittany. She hasn't left my side through any of this. My kids are also a huge part of why I keep going. Every day I wake up wanting more time with them.
I gotta go back. I gotta see that itty bitty family. Man. Come on, man. Like who isn't drawing this up? Who isn't sitting at home like this is the design? Papa, one of the best to do it. The fastest to do it, certainly that. And his twin, this dude, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, man, he got 4. I got 4. Wife, him, play ball. Sitting home. Got a water.
More time with them to make more memories and just be their dad. They give me a reason to keep fighting.
I know, Brittany, the unsung heroes are the caregivers. So what has this been like for you?
Yeah.
Oh, it's tough. It's tough. Like, we have good days, we have bad days, you know. Our life has shifted so much, and it's a heavy workload, but I have no doubt that this is what, you know, I was called to do.
So how has it progressed since you've been diagnosed?
Let me say one thing, too. Like, this is for all of us who are in a marriage, in family, nuclear family, whatever your design is. It makes you keep perspective. Like, obviously, sometimes it's rough even in the marriage. You don't have any ailments, illnesses, anything to this degree, obviously. And you still are bickering, fighting, mad at this, mad at that, not speaking that day, didn't say bye, didn't call back. And then you see a story like this, doesn't it remind you, oh, stop playing. Like, life is just about how many days you got to make memories. That's what it seems like. We got a lot of ways to look at life, a lot of ways to design it, but it just seems like it comes down to how many days you have, how many memories you have. All right, that's it.
It's continued to progress much faster than I ever imagined. I want people to understand just how quickly ALS can attack your body. Just over a year ago, I was picking up my 7-year-old daughter, so she make a wish with her birthday cake. Today, I couldn't do that.
And what do you hope people, or you wish people understood about living with ALS?
Man, did y'all hear that? Last year, you could pick up his daughter for a birthday cake. Nope.
That your mind stays sharp. People sometimes look at the physical disability and assume you're not still the same person inside. I still think the same, I still dream, I still love my family. My body just doesn't cooperate.
What are the doctors telling you about the treatment and the progression?
Having doctors who are willing to collaborate and explore every reasonable option has meant a lot to my family and me. Right now there isn't a cure, but we're seeing more research, more clinical trials, and more promising ideas than ever before.
Man, I mean, this just drives home the importance of supporting the technology that is out there and the advanced technology that we all hear about. Sometimes it gets politicized. You know, to my mind, it comes up Elon Musk and some of the real initiatives he has. If you ever listen to him in long form, some of the deep thought, deep thinking, and some of the things he really wants to do with all the resources he's accumulated so far, but he faces so much resistance. Like, at times he's like, I could do more. And attacking diseases that have no cures. I mean, we've seen some of the things he's talked about in implants and helping people with their sight. And, I mean, just imagine there's going to be a time, I certainly assume, where there will be something that can help him live the best version of his life or actually cure this. Isn't that crazy? Like, you will literally look back in the annals, 2200 AD, and you're like, whoa, they cured ALS. But unfortunately, you weren't around to get that cure. Unreal.
Seeing how hard these doctors and researchers are working gives me hope. As long as they're fighting for people with ALS, I'm going to keep fighting too.
Yeah, and I want to thank Chris and Brittany for inviting me to the home with their family for that interview. And soon after Chris was diagnosed, they recorded his voice, which is why the speech-generating machine sounds exactly like him. And Chris also told me awareness is great, but it's not enough. ALS needs funding. He was diagnosed relatively early and is doing everything he can, but still can't even hold a cup. That's why early detection, more research, and better treatments are so important. But he said if you're newly diagnosed, don't lose hope. Research is moving faster than ever.
Incredible.
Wow. That hurts. Like when I saw the headline, I said, no way. I said, there's no way. And it made me go deeper into my research because I did have a teammate. All right, so obviously going to Columbia, Lou Gehrig went to Columbia. And ALS is famously known as Lou Gehrig's disease. So already familiar, probably past the average bear because of that familiarity. But then, look, I'm not gonna take too deep a dive on it, but I just wanted to show you guys some of the stuff asking the second brain, what is ALS and is there a cure? And Lou Gehrig's disease, progressive disease that affects the nerve cells in the brain and spinal cord that control voluntary muscle movement. Muscle weakness often beginning in the arm, leg, or with speech. Yeah. So these are some of the warning signs, some of the things you got to just be a little cognizant of. Muscle twitching and cramps, difficult walking, using hands. Eventually paralysis while thinking, memory and awareness often remain intact. Imagine that. No cure. They talk about some of the options in treatment. Life expectancy. This is real. Most people 2 to 5 years after symptoms begin. Most people, golly. Some people 5 to 10 years or longer. Small percentage live 20 years or more, right? What actually causes the death, and usually it doesn't directly damage the heart or the other organs. Most people eventually die from complications related to respiratory muscle weakness, leading to respiratory failure, complications such as pneumonia, other infections. Is it hereditary? It depends. 90-95% are sporadic, what we were talking about before, meaning they occur in people with no known family history. So this is not one you go to the doctor to check on because grandma dealt with it. Nope. What causes it? A lot of people are saying, does the NFL have anything to do with this? Well, they say it comes from aging, the strongest known risk factor, but he's 39. I'm 51. I don't know how old you are, but certain genetic variations, smoking, military service, exposure to certain toxins. This is starting to sound like guesswork. I mean, they're spraying it. They're machine gunning it. Now, repeated head trauma or intense physical activity have been investigated, but there's no definitive proof that they directly cause ALS. Mostly people ages 55 to 75. Get it. Then I said, all right, some well-known people. Stephen Hawking, we all know. Right? Lou Gehrig, obviously. Roberta Flack, didn't know that. Eric Dane. He had a diagnosis the same year as Chris Johnson, 2025. And then Steve Gleason, former NFL safety. Okay, O.G. Brigance, an NFL linebacker, played for the Ravens. All right, a couple other people. Then I think I asked about this. Oh, so the former Raven, 19 years living post-diagnosis. That's all I wanted to know. I was like, okay, good. Woo! But then, all right, y'all tell me, beat it up in the comments, let's talk. Me, and I've told you this 1,001 times, and I'm going to tell you again, I don't care what state I'm living in. If I'm living, I'm living. Okay? I know some people, I see it already, like, man, there ain't no way to live. Do you know a way to die? Like, I'm glad he's choosing to fight. That's all I got to say about that. So beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Such a sad state of affairs. Sorry to start the show off like that. But, hey, man, it's realer than sports. It's realer than sports media. It's deeper than that. So y'all know why we really do this show, for them life lessons and for them itty-bitties. Man, that's a beautiful family to draw it up like that. And then somebody say, nah, give me the eraser. Let me do this. Let me do that. And you got to reroute. There's a meme going around that talks about how we should look at life, and we need to look at life how your GPS looks at life. It said your GPS never says it made a mistake, right? I get into the car, you hit the navigation, it never says I messed up. Sometimes you know a better route. It says it takes 20 minutes to go to school. You're like, no, it don't. Take 15 if you make a right over here. Man, this GPS is whack, right? You ever had that argument? It never says I'm wrong. It never says my bad. You know what it says? Rerouting. But that's serious. You need to think like the GPS. Stop getting all upset and mad and pissed off. Just reroute. And unfortunately, sometimes that route you got to take is not one you desire. Real spit. All right, let's get into this. A lot happened yesterday. A lot happened. Good Lord, this show could be long. And usually they are. Let's get into this right now. What's going on in Golden State? They're trying to dog whistle us. LeBron, stay still.
Don't know why LeBron has not been available, but he has not been available for the meeting. And obviously free agency begins tomorrow. So I am not assuming that LeBron for sure is playing next year. I am not assuming that there's a reason why he has not met with them. Yesterday, I believe he played golf in Akron, Ohio. I'm sure it was a lovely day in Ohio yesterday. I was there.
LeBron has not met with the Lakers. And new ownership. Think about it. They got new ownership, new money in there, new money, that Dodger money in there. He ain't like LeBron's like, on my time. I mean, look, when they say your Miranda rights, anything you say can and will be used against you, LeBron may not want to right now because he's keeping his free agency options open. Maybe he doesn't want to talk to him because anything he says can and will be used against him, right? There's some loyalty ties to LA, obviously in terms of lifestyle, in terms of family, and setup and structure, but also to the Lakers, right? You got familiar faces in there. People who have transitioned in power. Some people are gone. It's a lot to digest, and he's waiting to free agency maybe to do it.
I will just point something out that I think we should watch today. Today is the option pickup day for Draymond Green. Draymond, and the reason this is interesting is that the Warriors have long planned for Draymond Green to opt into this $27 million player option and, play with him this year. And, you've got Jimmy Butler coming back from injury and Steph Curry, et cetera.
Now, that was the plan. I'm showing you how this happened in real time because we if you really up on it, you know what happened with this. Uh-oh.
But Draymond has not done anything, and his deadline is today. And so all I'm going to say is this. If Draymond Green opts out of that contract, I will just point out he is represented by the same agency as LeBron James, Clutch Sports. And if Draymond Green, and Bobby can explain this more, if Draymond opts out of that contract, it opens the window for him to maneuver and the Warriors to maneuver around to offer a free agent. Maybe it's LeBron, maybe it's somebody else, $15 million with their mid-level exception. So I'm not making any assumptions about anything. I'm just telling you these are the facts here on June 29th.
Well, let's just say June 29th was 24 hours long because guess what happened after that? Oh, my God. Breaking news. Draymond Green, forward, declining. Oh, he did opt out. $27.7 million player option, become a free agent. This move gives the Warriors the flexibility he just talked about to pursue LeBron James in free agency and Anthony Davis via trade to form a big four. What? Oh, man. All right, so here we go. Now, Brian Windhorst, I told you, it's 24 hours in a day. Now what you got to say? He opted out.
Declining that option.
This is potentially, okay, a very big domino in this entire NBA offseason. Okay, this is the news we were waiting to see what was going to happen today. For months, the expectation was that Draymond Green was going to pick up this option, play alongside Steph Curry, and they were going to wait for Jimmy Butler to come back and try to assemble something in the second half of the season. This is an indication that Draymond Green is willing to take a pay cut. Now, if they don't get these players, Draymond could just re-sign right back into this deal. But this opens the door for the Warriors to use their mid-level exception of $15 million. And $15 million for LeBron James is a preposterous bargain, okay?
What's crazy is that conversation because Rich Paul had to have that convo with Draymond and Bron. I don't know where, I don't know how, but I know I know the beats of it. Hey, Dre, we need you, big dog. It's two ways we can play this, a muscular move. One, he is coming to Golden State, real spit. Or he just needs to use you for smoke signal leverage, right? We got to make it seem like we go in there so everybody else start to speak that real, up the ante, or even L.A., the Lakers take care of us. Point being, look out for your boy. And you ever been there when you like, I don't know if y'all do this. When I'm at home, some things that are like, I mean, it's not live or die, do or die. It's not. But it's something that I've thought about. So I'm like at home, I'm like, hell no, I ain't doing that. I don't know what I could be. No, I ain't about to take no pay cut. Hell no, I ain't taking no pay cut. And then you get around somebody who proposes to you a pay cut. And you don't have that same energy you had in the bathroom mirror. You ain't saying hell no. You like, man, what y'all talking about? What? Oh, man, not a pay cut. For real? Why? And you start asking questions. In the mirror, you were Scarface. You were Al Pacino. In the mirror, you had shotguns out. And you get in front of them, you be like, so what are you saying? What's the proposal? Who doesn't do that? And that's the power of, like they say, personal communication. That's why they say, if you really got business to do, don't grab the phone. Don't text them. Don't email them. Certainly don't do that. They said get in their face. They said just find a way. Just set it up so you can get in their face and then ask that guy, excuse me, sir, will you accept my proposal? It's so much harder to say no in front of somebody than it is any other way.
Okay. But the thing that I have been told, the Lakers have interest in re-signing LeBron. They expressed that interest as soon as they were able at the end of the finals. They want to give LeBron a contract offer. They want to meet with him and give him their plan for what they want to do in free agency. But the way it was explained to me, Amina, LeBron has been unavailable for a meeting with the Lakers.
Now I get it. LeBron don't want that plan to blow up on them, and then it blows up on him. It blows up on his face. Oh, look, LeBron, the Lakers didn't do anything in the offseason. They didn't get what they wanted and all this because of LeBron. LeBron like, look, I ain't even talked to them people. That was all them. That's all they're doing. Because LeBron knows anytime he gets mixed into anything, any of the sauce, he's the main ingredient. You put this much LeBron pepper into your damn soup, and he's the main ingredient. Not the noodles, not the chicken, not the veggies. LeBron pepper. So he like, I'm staying out of this. Y'all figure it out. Y'all the organization. Don't come at me like that. Come at me like you do all the rest of the players. Dictate terms. What's your deal? Because why you want to meet with me? What's your deal? If I'm a max player with Luka, you ain't meeting with Luka. You just sending over the max. Send over what you want. Send over the offer. Oh, you want to talk? Nah. You ain't getting my name all sullied up in there.
And you're going to say, well, what does that mean? I don't know what it means. I know that is what I have been told. LeBron has been unavailable. He has been playing golf basically every day, whether it's in France or Akron, Ohio for the last week. He has been unavailable. The Lakers are running out of time. They need to begin their offseason. Now we see Draymond Green, a longtime LeBron James confidant, who has the same agent, who now opts out of his contract to open up a window. That doesn't mean it's a done deal, but it opens up a window. If Draymond had stayed in this contract, the Warriors would not be able to lower their salary down enough to get access to that $15 million. So I would just say this, stay tuned.
So dope. I love this. Blah, blah, blah. This is amazing right here. Okay, so let's go a little deeper dive on that same level because I need some intel now. But the craziest thing about all of this is how LeBron, like the relationships and how this is not collusion. You know, like we pick and choose when we want to see influence and call it what we want. But look at the power. And your power is so immense if you're LeBron. Sometimes you ain't even got to say nothing. He's not saying anything to the Lakers, and look how much power he has in their decision-making, right? In their moves. And then he may have said something to Draymond. I'm certain he did. But even if he doesn't, Draymond, you know what to do. Ain't that the best in life? You just know what to do. Let's go. Do it.
Draymond Green of the Warriors has declined, that doesn't mean he's leaving, declined his roughly $28 million option to become a free agent. Again, doesn't mean he's leaving. What he is doing is signaling to you and I, LeBron and AD may be Warriors. It is creating flexibility for Mike Dunleavy Jr., Joe Lacob, and the front office for the Warriors to go out and sign LeBron and sign AD. So these are all Rich Paul clients. Draymond is, AD is, LeBron is. So there's a through line. And I will tell you this, they'll probably have to move off injured Jimmy Butler and attach some draft picks to it, probably several to the Wizards. I like this move.
Yeah, I forgot AD was at the clutch party. Yep. You know who else was there, huh? Nick Wright. I was there, so obviously, y'all stupid. Y'all be talking about everybody a clutch client. Nah, they have a good party. You ain't gonna go?
Okay, the Warriors, I admit, they were the oldest team in the NBA last year, and they just went Golden Girls. They are going to lean into it. 41-year-old LeBron, or is he 42? And then Anthony Davis, who's in his close to mid-30s, and he feels old. So the idea of AD, Draymond, LeBron, Pods, and Steph Curry is delicious. They are.
Can that beat it? Can that do it? OKC. Can that do it? San Antonio. Can that do it? Like, you got to think, Steph is on the floor, so that means you guarding 45 feet. Maybe 47 get to half court. He usually steps across the half court and then shoots it. I like Pods. I mean, look, energy, do whatever Steph needs. This dude, I mean, he like a nanny on the damn court. He be looking out for everybody. Everybody is winning. He on the court. Go get him, BP. All right. That's Bron. He's still Bron. Come on. Golly. I need to get in the gym. He too close to my age to be looking like that. That's more like me, Draymond. Just like, hey, I could do it. Something's great about this and something's not. And it ain't the age. Help me. Beat it up in the comments.
Are zigging when everybody else in the NBA is zagging. And it's almost like a sitcom when you add like a baby or like a pet or something. You want to extend the storyline. But I'll tell you something. It'll be the smartest team in the league, the most experienced team in the league. If you want proof of concept, you had 2024 Olympics. I like it. I think it's going to be a Christmas Day game. Again, I'm not saying they will not be great in the regular season. But I've said this before. Now they got, Moody on the bench. Pods is young. Yaxel Lendeborg. They've got just enough youth. I mean, they basically gave up on youth. Even their draft pick from Michigan was an older player. They tried Wiseman. They tried Jordan Poole. They tried the young guy thing. It didn't work, and that's okay. The Knicks were kind of old. Not this old, but kind of old. But I like it. I like the...
Well, I think he liked it because you don't like the other option. It sounds like this is one of those, it's the lesser of two evils. Because it wasn't so great to them when they were young.
The idea of it, obviously, everybody can play on Steph's timeline. I've said this before. This is the one place I think he'd be great in Miami. I think LeBron would be great in Miami. He didn't want to go back there. His family didn't want to move back there. They didn't love it as much as he did. I do think the Miami Heat could call by Wednesday and say, we'll take Bronny and you, because I think they'd need Bronny either at point or off the bench. I think Bronny could really serve a purpose for the Miami Heat.
I love how Colin said the family didn't love Miami as much as him. You think the kids are like, Daddy, you coming home? Well, Savannah like, oh, another meeting? Miami is not for everybody. Anybody that's not a man.
But Draymond, Steph, LeBron, Pods, Yaxel Lendeborg, AD, I don't know.
I know you don't know. Nobody knows. That's why we're going to watch. Blah, blah, blah. It's amazing. It's amazing. Can we reunite it? Does it feel so good? Look at that. Bite them damn medals. Oh, they're going to be reunited. AD, no surgeries. Who knew that? Who had that on their bingo card? No surgeries for AD. Everybody thinks that he's so broken down. Yeah, he is. Knick-knack, paddywhack injuries. At the same time, just a little hammy strain, just a little eye poke, just a little contusion to the finger. Ain't no surgeries. Talk about it. Golden State gonna be all right.
Connor, the Golden State Warriors want to reunite LeBron James and Anthony Davis in the Bay Area. A trade for Davis would include Jimmy Butler, who's on an expiring $57 million contract while recovering from a torn ACL. The Warriors would also have to include draft capital. They have two future firsts, and 4 first-round pick swaps to work with any deal. Sources say the Warriors hope adding Davis would help lure LeBron from Los Angeles to the Bay once free agency officially opens on June 30th. The pitch would be simple: reunite AD.
Y'all ever watched it? My favorite part about Nightcap is when he has to do the reads, Shannon doing the reads. That's hilarious enough. Y'all know. And then what they be doing while he doing the reads, because they like, man, hurry up. Like, we already know the damn story.
Team him up with Steph and Draymond and play for Kerr and chase one more championship with a roster of legends.
No.
Joe? No. Do you like this?
Hey, look. Don't threaten me with no good time now. I like a good time. Hey, let me tell you something. Man, if you can get AD and Bron over there, I'm sorry, Jimmy. We're gonna have to holler at you, bro. Hey, I know they'll be a little older, but I would love to see that. I would love to see that. In the Western Conference, Bron, Steph, AD, Draymond, man, them folk be over there clowning.
Man, it's cute, but no.
Can you? Okay, so it sounds like cotton candy. Tastes good, right? But it ain't filling. It ain't really doing nothing. No substance there, just a little sizzle. Let's see if we get a little more.
You imagine the space? Can you imagine the space that Steph would have to work with?
Yes.
With AD down low, with LeBron running the point. Because you saw how Bron was finding him. Bron has never played with a shooter. He's played with some guys that can shoot the ball. But
Ray Allen. I hear you. I know what you're going to know. Ray Allen?
Nothing like this. Nobody. Every time somebody plays with Steph, I've never played. We know. We know.
Hey. Yeah. All right, let's get up out of there. Blah, blah, blah. I don't want to get LeBron fatigue, they say. High tolerance with the super chat. Thank you, big dog. Salute, big dog. Sounds good on paper, but I see instant load management coming down the pipeline. Oh, yeah. They better hire a training staff on top of the training staff they got already, because, boy, AD going to take up half that damn time, right? Already. LeBron going to be like, look, sciatica this, sciatica that. I gotta find ways to deal with this. I mean, you 42. You got to pick your spots. You better. You ain't going to last. He'll just disintegrate on the court like Skeletor or something. Just destroy himself. Implode. Nope. Draymond not getting younger. He ain't getting faster and none of that. He's still thinking. They all think at the genius level, though. Even AD. When AD is right, it's a problem. Goodness, that big old 6'11", long, pause. Just do everything. Skill set, check every box. But can he stay there? You know when AD right is 28, 15, something crazy. Problem is when you design something and it has to be right for it to work, that means it's not a great design. Because guess what? We need something that is foolproof, as they say. We need something that has a, as they say, stopgap. That means even at its worst, it's still good. At their worst, they're bad. At their best, they're good. But at their best, are they great? I don't know about that. OKC, San Antonio makes you think. Minnesota, those three look different. Do you imagine LaMelo Ball, Anthony Edwards against them? They're going to have to just slow it down. They're just going to have to slow it down. And they can, because they got Steph sitting there at half court, like, slow it down if you want. LeBron, you know LeBron do his little bulldozer drive. Come off that. LeBron, he always circled the damn perimeter, then he hit that little wing, bulldozer. And then he just do a hook pass back, half court, Steph Curry, wet, whop. Or then you have AD come down, low block, then he jump up, free throw, post, high post. Huh? LeBron cut? No. Oh, Steph open. Where? Way over there. Orbit. Bow. It can work. It can work, but at their best, they're good. At their worst, they're bad. That means you're not a great team. That means you're not a great team. We'll see. I don't know. I look forward to seeing this. Don't lie. Who I want to see that? Or do you want to see Jimmy Butler? Who's a homie? Shout out to Jimmy Butler. Love, man. I see him all the time. Respect. Jimmy Butler, my dog. He used to come on Sports Nation before Sports Nation was Sports Nation. Yeah. But I do want to see this. But Steph, why your head down, Steph? What you trying to tell us? What you trying to say, Steph? What's wrong? Something ain't right. Steph ain't feeling it. Let me stop. But they not saying that's Golden State anymore. You know what they calling it? Olden State. You got a backpack all heavy. I got to go home and study first. Oh, my ankle again. Damn it. No, don't wish that on Steph. Look, damn. That's LeBron how you look now in the offseason. For real, golfing, this is LeBron beard. When he get on, I don't know why when he plays, he act like we ain't seen him just the other day with this. LeBron got a weird like hair mindset. His mindset about his hair is kind of weird. He act like we ain't seen him like patchy and all that. Did he come out crispy and black? Like you can't do that just for men. And then AD, just the mummy. Y'all stupid. Love, man. Love, man. All right, beat up in the comments. Let me know what you think of that. We're going to keep it going. We got to talk about Jaylen Brown and Stephen A. Smith, and the whole media jumped on Stephen A. Smith and jumped on Jaylen Brown's side. Good. Diana Rossini got police cam. They got camera caught her on police cam doing a scam. Oh, damn, ma'am. Caught her on the police cam doing a scam. Oh, damn, ma'am. No, 98 rapping. Josiah leaves Gil's Arena. And we're going to try that scroll and roll segment. You know, I always tease stuff and then I forget. And it's your fault because y'all don't remind me. No damn well I'm doing all this stuff by myself. Not just kidding. Love. But first, let's get into this. This ain't love. This is not what you want. You never want your name here. Malik Beasley, indicted on federal gambling charges. 9-year NBA veteran Malik Beasley has been indicted on federal charges for gambling related to a sports betting scheme, such as point shaving and prop bets, his attorney Steve Haney told Shams. And he's going to voluntary surrender. There you go. I needed it. Thank God that was there. The government has coordinated a voluntary surrender of Beasley this week. How do I say, you imagine where you are right now, and you know before the week's end, you won't be there, and you ain't gonna be there for a long time. Like your couch, your bedroom, your snacks, gone. Why? For some reason, it wasn't good enough. And you had it good. 9-year veteran in the NBA, even if you make a minimum salary, you good. You good. Oh, what do they say? Perfect is the enemy of good. Did you want the perfect life, Malik Beasley, if you are guilty? Now, sometimes it's weird. I see a case, and I'm like, I don't know. Joy Taylor came to mind. Y'all were talking about that allegation of Joy Taylor. I'm like, I don't know. You know, I need some depositions. All that conversation about that. Malik Beasley, I say, I don't know. I always say innocent to proven guilty. I actually do still think that way. But, then there are things that make you say, oh man, how you gonna prove this wrong? Watch this, y'all.
So let's watch Malik Beasley throw his NBA career away. All right, so if you live under a rock, Malik Beasley got indicted today. So the indictment mentions 4 games, but I want to circle this one against the Clippers over 3.5 rebounds. So
when they give you the indictment, obviously they're gonna give you some of the the case, the demand. Like, look, this is what we want. This is what we're seeking. This is what we desire. They do that more in civil, but even in criminal, they list out the charges. They gave us, it's public record. You can see, hey man, this is what we think about you, and this is why. They gave you games. They gave you moments. They gave you time on the clock. They said, look for yourself. Now, this is one of them.
This shit was fucking insane. So Beasley gets his 3rd rebound with 1 minute left in the 3rd quarter. You know it's bad when you're boxing out. Look at that shit! He's boxing out Giannis for the rebound.
In real time, you don't even catch this. You don't even think this. You just, you know, you might smell something. You're like, what's going on? What? Whatever.
The little fella, well, he's not going to guard anybody. The only thing on his mind is grabbing a rebound. Who cares that it's a 2-point game with 7 minutes left? This guy has no interest, 0 interest in playing defense. All he wants is the rebound. So now we're under a minute.
All right, allegedly. So maybe he has a prop bet that he'll get 12 rebounds or something crazy for his position, for who he is. And then they bet a lot of money on that. So all of a sudden you just stop playing your game and you're just trying to focus in, lock in on getting them rebounds. And you think nobody's going to catch this because who's going to think I'm out there trying to rebound? You know who's going to catch this?
And Beasley still needs that rebound. And he's doing everything he can to get that rebound. Whether that means not guarding James Harden, whether that means running into Harden. Look at him here. He wants that board,
my
man.
goodness.
He just can't get it. So now we're down.
Dog, that's crazy. I mean, look, this is all if you know the narrative now, like you got something, you got some skin in this game, and it's for rebounds. And then you watching how he is, losing his mind for a rebound. We get it. I mean, Dennis Rodman didn't go this hard for rebounds, so ooh.
Down to 24 seconds. Beasley is going to pass this shot up. Pat Connaughton is going to shoot a 3.
Oh.
Beasley from 40 feet.
Oh, come on, man. Come on, y'all. We gotta stop playing.
Out is going to crash the boards. So the Clippers are going to advance the ball. They're going to shoot a 3 here. 14 seconds left, up by 7, and Malik Beasley is gonna fly out of the coal mines to get this rebound. And then look at his reaction when this ball goes in. He's like, fuck, man. And then Dame is gonna be like, hello? The game is still going on, man. Wake the fuck up.
This trial got to be on TV. This is insane. I mean, it's going to be sports. They're going to be showing clips like this. Like, what was your intention? What was your motivation? We have receipts and records that show this. What were you doing? What were you thinking? Please make this look like it's stupid. Please make this look like it has no connection to what your behavior is. Please. We're giving you everything you need to defeat our case. We're going to have to give you everything you need. Here's the video, and here's what we saw in transactions. Please make it make sense. Ooh, I hope he can. I mean, I can't even say I hope he can. I hope the truth comes out. Goodness.
It's not my fault. You're going to prison. And then we fast forward. The game is over. There are 8 seconds left, and Malik Beasley is going to get the biggest legacy rebound of his life, and he's going to cash his rebound over with 0.3 seconds left.
Oh, my goodness. No other show going to do that breakdown. I'll tell you that, blah, blah, blah. Right? Okay. And I also saw this, which is like, are we serious? Are we really serious? Nobody's this quick. I told you my son got a nice first step. He ain't this fast. Watch this. Oh, my goodness. Dog, I just went to the 10U Nationals. They all play better defense than this. Watch this. Oh, come on. You can't even spell NBA if you can't move better than that. You play in the NBA, you can't spell. Whoa. See, this is what we gotta watch this case. We're gonna do live streams. If they make this on TV, forget everybody's like, Wiley, you gonna live stream the Super Bowl? You gonna talk about? No. This case, because I can't believe he did this. What was he thinking? Oh my God. Speaking of thinking, what was Angel Reese thinking? Why she deal with her homegirl like that? Why she diss her homegirl?
Before the game about players missing good minutes.
That's Fly Jack.
Time in this game. Why are they hugging out?
Why are they hugging it out? I want to hear you. Look at the Fly Jack. Why do people do all these colors in their hair? Hey girl, Angel. Hey girl, hey girl, hey girl. All right, well, this ain't LSU no more, I guess. Whatever. You were a transfer anyway, oh Maryland ass. You ain't come there. You ain't come straight to us. Mm-hmm. Oh, Angel, you in your feelings? Oh, okay, girl. Well, whatever. Hey, don't trip. Don't act like it's gender. Don't act like you're misogynistic. Shoot. The alien did the same thing, just walked off the court. All the Knicks were like, yo, what's going on? Spurs, y'all ain't gonna shake our hands? I'm in my feelings. So it happens that way. A lot of people be in their feelings about the WNBA. Men, women, whatever's in between.
To me, overall, officiating has been a universal issue this year. And that's not the goal of any league, but this is the reality. And when you think about the imperative to call more fouls, we're seeing the highest scoring season ever in WNBA history. That's largely because they're calling more fouls, right? Games are no longer 2 hours, they're 2.5 hours long. So you're seeing that there's an imperative to call more fouls, but there's still a lack of situational awareness or a lack of control of the game by the refs. You can call fouls, but is it dictating how one game is played from the other? Because you can see one game where one is super physical and one where people are dropping 50. There's been a lack of consistency, and this creates a problem in magnifier matchups.
Whoa, magnifier matchups. I like that. I know what she's saying. I don't know what she meant, or I don't know what she's doing. What she say? Magnifier matchups. That sounds great. Here's the thing. one of the most irritating conversations I always engage in sports is someone who brings up the referees. Like, I'm literally like in my head saying, are you really that kind of excuse maker in your real life? No, they have an effect, an impact. I was like, yeah, like outplay it. I mean, how bad are these calls? I understand they could come at horrible times and you're like, yo, you can't call that right now. It's almost impossible for us to outplay that call. There's 3 seconds left and you just said we fouled him on a three-pointer. Now we're going to end up losing. I get it. But the amount of attention and conversation we give to the refs and their impact, to me, is extreme.
And this is a magnifier matchup when you look back at it. Alyssa Thomas, Caitlin Clark, both dominant players, but Alyssa plays on the edge. I know her. Yep. And Caitlin sometimes embellishes at times in certain instances. And so when you have a scrum, like you said, there needs to be a vigilance. But also, this created a position where the league is now forced to be reactive. Mm-hmm. And instead of having a control of not just calling fouls, now the league is reacting and doing something that it rarely does on a non-call and instituting a suspension. Yeah. And to me, that... Non-call suspension. Like, if we gonna really respect the technology and instant replay and the 2-minute review every game that, hey, we got this right, got this wrong, I think some things you got to respect even if they're not called because that's just too egregious. Like, they missed that, but they can't miss that because we got to send a message. No one else can do that. That's the only exemption and exception that one should take. Was unique. But I'll lastly say this, because that largely happened because of the optics. Yeah. In game flow, if you're watching in game speed, I was watching in game speed, I didn't really notice too much because people hit the ground all the time. Yeah. But then when narratives are created based off of a freeze frame, that can create a huge problem. And I do think that the league... In slow motion. Yes, the league...
Hold on, say it. See? This is why I don't like round tables all the time, unless y'all gonna keep it 1,000. Wow. If we ain't really friends, if our employment is based off of how nice we are to each other, which a lot of these shows are, no, I'm not long for it anymore. I've aged out of that because you just said freeze frame. And everybody was like, yep. And then you said slow motion. And everybody said, yep. You know they ain't the same thing, right? Freeze frame is... That's it. Slow motion is there's actually motion and action. Now, in real time, you see it too. Like, to get choked out, to what intention, it's hard to hit the neck because the neck is skinny. I don't care how long your neck is. Peyton Manning's neck is still hard to get, and he got a long neck because the neck is not look, you're talking about a 6'3" person, Caitlin Clark was 5'11", a 6-footer. Let's just make it even. And the neck is how much of this is exposed? 4 inches? Oh, I just found the 4 inches of the 6 foot. Of the 72 inches, I found the 4. Nah. You did that all on purpose, and you're a former player. Keep it 1,000. You know how it goes.
Was reacting to the optics of that image.
Yeah, which is what Tibbetts was saying, right?
Yeah, like if you walk by me and I'm doing this, but then if you play it faster and you see I was actually doing this, right, to move my nose, it looked different in freeze frame.
But the bigger picture issue.
First of all, amazing outfit. I mean, the whole Iverson 01 fit is on display. Respect to you, ma'am. But I know what you're trying to say. You're like, look, you can make anything look like anything. And that's a lie. You can't make everything look like anything. You can't make a smile look like a frown. You can't. See? Freeze frame. See in slow-mo? It's not a frown. So let's just say you're already in the neighborhood of doing something bad, even if it doesn't look exactly like it should. You nowhere near doing something good. You played how much basketball? Go. This is how you get her. Okay, if I'm the attorney, I say, okay, Miss Alyssa Thomas, come here, Miss Thomas. We've accumulated, thanks to Elon Musk, all of the video of you playing basketball your entire life. Backyard, at school, rec league, AAU, college, pro. Every single second. Do you want to know how many times and how many seconds you've ever had your hand around someone's neck before this incident? Do you want to answer that, ma'am? Judge, Please answer the question. I don't know. I can answer it for you, ma'am. You ever been to Krispy Kreme? It's called donut. 0. Never. But now it is. Explain this. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, ain't nobody randomly just, if you freeze it, you can make it look like anything. If you slow it down, it can look. There's no way I can make it look like that unless I wanted to look like that. It's a neck.
Here is that, like, in that situation, if you're watching it in real time, both players who are known to make their issues known got up and kept going.
That was my
and so
thing.
that's why I have a problem, because if you're looking at the reaction even to this day, it breaks my heart, because players, even in Alyssa Thomas's caliber, whether you think she did it intentionally or not, she's dealing with a heightened level of vitriol right now based off of what this situation created, and that doesn't sit well with me. If the league could really handle this better in real time and figuring out how we want more points, we want more fouls, but how do we keep an eye on these specific matchups so we can avoid the narratives getting out of our control? I hope that happens moving forward in the future.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Yeah, no. Man, they don't. WNBA, you got to understand, this is how it goes. You're going to get hate, and there's going to be a thin line between that and the love. Like, this is how the NBA became the NBA. Mike, nobody was sitting there all the time just in love with Dennis Rodman. And he's beloved right now and always desired as a teammate, even though that one season when the Bulls got him, nobody really wanted him, which was weird. But my point is this. You got to take it. Who gets the most hate out of all basketball players? LeBron James. Who gets the most love out of all basketball players? LeBron James. Like, what are we doing here? This is so silly. They want to avoid the emotional toll that comes from, hey, you're going to be popular. Who was the best boxer? Who made the most money? Don't y'all go here now. Who made the most money? Floyd Mayweather. Who got the most love? Floyd Mayweather. Who got the most hate? Floyd Mayweather. Like, do y'all want to be big or not? If not, look, little OD in me, and I'm talking about my career in terms of like 10 years NFL, all-pro, baller. Let me stop. Dog, people didn't love everything. Oh, well, like, you can't become anything without shots taken, shots at goal. They shoot at you. They want this, the league should handle this better. Handle it better like what? Send a memo? Send a fax? Hey, I'm going to suspend you, but don't tell anybody and just don't show up. No, we're setting a precedent, or we are sending a message. The league does it all the time. The NFL's the king of it. The NFL used to just be so damn heavy-handed in their punishments. People used to be like, yo, do you care about the players? They boo Roger Goodell every time they see him, to the tune of the numbers keep going like this. You think the booing of Roger Goodell has slowed the NFL down? You think how he came at players and was like, suspended, gone, suspended, peace, light sentence. Oh, the fans hate you because that's too light a sentence. Every league has a misstep because every league is going to get love and hate. So I don't even think that's a misstep. I think the league did the right thing. I'm sorry, ladies. No one grabs a neck by accident. On the ground? And I'm a pro. Okay, this is my last point on it. If you're a pro athlete and you grab somebody's neck by accident on the ground, guess what you are? Not a pro athlete. You can't see. I can see things. I can see things in milliseconds, like super slow. I know where my hand is. How I go pro and I don't know where my hand is? Stop it. It's okay. That might be the homegirl to everybody, or somebody you shouldn't talk about it, or the racial element, or I don't know what these ladies are talking about, but just take your lumps. You'll be much better as a league if you just like, all right, well, stop. Y'all stopping down on everything, making us react. We just like, oh, she choked her out. Kick her out the game. Oh, they didn't? All right, suspend her. All right, good. Move on. We ready for the next game. Y'all not. Y'all holding a dissertation on the court public steps. How dare they? All right. Beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. We ain't done. A lot of energy in this show. Y'all over here competing in these comments. I see a super chat. Thanks, High Tolerance. He back at it again. He said, LSU did Angel a solid to go from UA to Nike, Under Armour to Nike. On the other hand, the point shaving reminds me of them shady WWF refs back in the day. A la Danny Davis with the fast count. Malik B is down bad. You just got all that in there. High Tolerance. I get it. Malik B is down bad, though. look, some cases are over before you even have them, right? In some cases, you're like, we got to wait and see. That one, I don't know. I've seen too many clips. I'm like, there's no explaining that. You lose all of your athleticism in one play on purpose or accident. I think it's on purpose, right? Just like Alyssa Thomas. That was on purpose. Why? Because she loses all of her athleticism, all of her wherewithal in one play? Yeah, okay. Against Caitlin Clark? Oh, just coincidence, huh? Okay. Now, look, I've done all these tricks, so stop it. And I don't care if you don't like it. So what? You're lying. And when you want to face the truth, I've been face to face with somebody who I love the most and lied to them and vice versa. So then you're not fooling me. What do you mean I'm telling a lie? Shut up. Go somewhere and come back, light a candle, and then come back and tell the truth. There's no way I can put my hand on your neck without knowing. Ooh, or you see this reaction. Oh, my bad, dog. Because I don't want you choking me out. But if you ain't doing that, bad dog. Not my bad dog. Bad dog. Oh, speaking of bad dog, Stephen A. Smith. People are saying you're being a bad dog, calling out Jaylen Brown like that. People forget who Jaylen Brown is, huh?
What makes going against a guy like Jaylen so challenging?
Well, Jaylen's the best player, so just looking at...
I just had to get that out there first. This is not long ago, they won a championship and he's a champion. All this Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown stuff, who won the finals MVP on their championship? Like a lot of people, I don't understand why y'all got the wrong scorecard out on Jason Tatum versus Jaylen Brown. It's okay. I understand one of them is more polished or doing the things the mainstream really accepts. But that doesn't mean you can't say who's one and who's two. And then to prove it, Jaylen Brown had this type of year without Jason Tatum. And then he's like, man, this felt good. This is my favorite year. Oh, how dare you? How'd y'all make it this far in life with Pampers on?
What he does defensively, he picked up Luka full court. He got to the free throw line. He did everything, and that's what your best player does.
So, he's the best player. Okay. And since he's the best player, don't you get the little carte blanche, as they say?
It's gotten to the point where I'm no longer going to start watching any of these networks about sports. I'd rather, seriously, this is just, come on. I just feel like it's clickbait. It doesn't make sense.
He had to ask out, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't even bro, don't even make that up. Don't even make that public. Yeah. If an analytic dude said that and he told you, why would you make that public? Because it sounds silly. Yeah. Jaylen Brown was an MVP candidate. Now, you saying, does he do the things that Luka and Wemby? Well, okay, yeah, the stats on these guys are going to look a little different. But there's one thing you can't say about Jaylen Brown. He influences winning.
Yes. Once again, we're going to get to the bottom of the Jaylen Brown slander because I have not seen it on any level I've traveled. Top level, what are y'all talking about? The dude's the champion and the finals MVP. Doesn't that guy get exemption? Y'all hating on him like that? Fine. I know it's a thin line, but make it make sense. Your hate got to make some sense, okay? Oh, it's because he's not marketable. Not everybody is marketable. Not everybody wants to be marketable. That's not a problem for Tim Duncan. He wasn't marketable. He didn't want to be. Now, what else you got? Oh, he's all into the community and stuff. I thought the league is sponsoring all them little mantras and stuff they put on the court. What's wrong with what he's saying? Come on, y'all. Y'all ain't got no reason.
Regardless of the stats, he influences.
He hoops. He comes to work every day. He's available.
And what are we here to play this game for?
Yes.
Are we here to look at the stats, average 35 and lose, and statistically, oh man, he's plus minus. But this guy has been on a winner from day one. The stats don't blow you away like everybody else's. I mean, yeah, 28. He had 28, 29. That's pretty damn good. But
very damn good.
He doesn't get the credit that he deserves. I feel like should be in Defensive Player of the Year talks.
Yeah, because he's a two-way player. Blah blah blah. He don't get two-way player love. It's insane. I need media to start turning on media. All right, we just heard a coach say, "What are y'all doing to this dude?" We heard a player say, "I can't anymore." See what the media got to say about it because it's y'all fault.
can you guys explain to me why it is that Bobby Marks is going on ESPN and he is saying that an analytics guy said to him that Jaylen Brown is the 7th best player on a team? And Jaylen Brown, not in reaction to this, but just in general, Jaylen Brown is saying that Stephen A. Smith is the face of an unethical network as this thing continues to escalate. But Bobby Marks is the analytics guy. Bobby Marks is the salary cap guy. Bobby Marks is somebody who is saying that he is talking to an analytics guy, and that person is saying Jaylen Brown is the 7th best player on a team. That's not right. That's not fair. You're quoting someone anonymously because no one's putting their name on that. No one in that sport would put their name on that analysis. That's just terrible analysis. But what's happening there?
Okay, and I'm going to tell you, what's happening there is, and this is, I wouldn't even put this on Stephen A. Smith. I will put it on what he's, what they say always about bad things, either you coach it or allow it. So, because Stephen A. Smith got his issue in Jaylen Brown, and it's gotten personal, it is left the borders of ethics. It's beyond the borders of ethics. So it is unethical. It's Jaylen Brown's point. You're the face of an unethical network. I don't go that far, but you have done something unethical and you're the face. Now, this is what happened with Gremlins. Don't ever forget this about Gremlins. How do you make all them Gremlins? They used to be Mogwais, right? It was just Gizmo. Then all of a sudden you wet them. You feed them after midnight, right? Give them direct sunlight. Point is, you give them a little light. Give them a little exposure. Bobby Marks. Here's the mic. Oh, right now, it seems like this is the time to get on Stephen A. Smith's good side or this network's good side because Stephen A. Smith is the man here. If I say something in alignment with him, then, hey, I'm going to be in favor. That's how they do it. It's not always Stephen A. Smith going to Kendrick Perkins or Ryan Clark and saying, say this for me, dog. People just jump in line a lot of times, say, because it happened to me 1,000 times. Hey, that dude, guess what I did? What? Oh, you remember that little, man, I ain't asked you to do that. I can handle that. I told you guys famously this story about this guy. I had to do this autograph session, and then the dude that was with me, just my boy, finds it in his thoughts to go up to like the CMO and try to strike a different deal with the guy. Thank God the CMO was a real one. He came to me and was like, your boy was talking this, and I thought we already had this already locked in. I looked at him, I said, why you do that? Oh, I was looking out for you. I don't need you to look out for me because you didn't look out for me to get here. You just riding with me now since I'm here. What? So Stephen A. Smith, sometimes we got to protect him from his own gremlins who are saying crazy stuff just to get in favor with ESPN and with Stephen A. Smith. So I'm not going to put this on Stephen A. Smith. But he did allow it, or he coached it, because it's happening.
Well, so I don't even know that Bobby Marks, and I happen to know Bobby Marks a little bit. I don't know that Bobby Marks is actually an analytics guy. He's a former front office guy. He's a salary cap expert, of course, from his experience in the Nets front office. I don't believe he's actually an analytics guy. And the part, so listen to this clip here, Dan. This is actually Bobby Marks made an appearance a few days ago on Sirius XM NBA radio. And here's Bobby Marks giving that anecdote.
There's mixed feelings about him when you talk to teams.
It's a damn lie. Mixed feelings? He's not, what, mixed at the top? Like, is he number 5? Is he number 10? Is that mixed feelings? Because it ain't no mixed feelings if he good or not.
The analytics of Jaylen Brown is not good. I'm more of an eye test guy. There are some people out there that look at that a little bit more deeper than what the eye test says. I had one, not an executive, but an analytics guy saying, well, yeah, we view him as like the 7th best player on a team. I was like, holy crap.
Oh my God.
I get it. There's a role for analytics and stuff. But, well, I guess they call it, I joked, I said, I guess we call that strategy now. We basically changed the word. People got
7th best player on a team?
So I was like, wait a minute, that's a little bit of a stretch.
I heard former Coach of the Year Sam Mitchell getting in there with a strong opinion with just straight incredulity. Could not believe what he was hearing. Can you walk me through, Zaz, what you believe to be the assessment from the general public when they hear the phrase that someone is an analytics guy? Because I think at this point in sports, it's a slur.
Oh, yeah. It's so easy for random NBA fan to hear those words, and it just turns into, that's for dorks who don't play.
We had that yesterday. You know, Josh Hart said it. Some said tongue-in-cheek. Some saying sarcasm. I don't know. It came out of his mouth kind of straight-faced. He's like, it's for them guys. White guys who couldn't play, right? Whatever.
You watch the game. Watch the game. It tells you everything you need to know about Jaylen Brown. Obviously, Jaylen Brown cannot be the 7th best player on any team. That's why analytics are stupid.
Unless it's an Olympic team, and maybe you could say he was the 7th best on the Olympic team or something like that. But blah, blah, blah. The hell are y'all talking about? That's why I'm here as a defender of all real things, right? Simple as that. If y'all not going to give Jaylen Brown his props, no one is going to get their props. That's the reason. The reason I'm a crusader for that is because if you can't properly assess Jaylen Brown, good luck for anybody who's worse than him, and good luck for those who are better than him because they are sitting there on a slippery slope. Simple as that. Simple as that. It's not that deep, okay? It's called integrity. Like, God dang, just do it right. Do it right, and we good. But people don't want to do it right. Like LeBron didn't want to do it right, or whoever in the hell had that 2016 reunion and didn't invite Timothy Mozgov. Says no one invited him to the Cavs 2016 championship reunion. No one wrote or called me. I'd have loved to be there too. And it ain't racial because Kevin Love was there. Damn, Mozgov, what'd you do? I saw that. I was like, wow, is that what we doing? We ain't done here. Beat it up in the comments. We still got to talk about Diana Rossini getting caught on body cam and Josiah leaving Gil's Arena. What time is it? Oh, it's getting close. I got to get this out, though. Come on, y'all. Y'all know I'm a Clippers fan. Got to show some love. Y'all don't know. Something happening in Clip City, Chip City. We might lose Kawhi, but somebody's smiling. And they smiling again. They may get him.
The move, as Wendy explained, is from the Kawhi standpoint. I want to take it from the Toronto Raptors standpoint. This, to me, is the first move of the offseason that can really shake up the NBA and really redetermine who is at the top of the East right now. If the Toronto Raptors get Kawhi Leonard, you're looking at probably the 2nd best team in the Eastern Conference.
You heard that, man? 2nd best team in the Eastern Conference. There's a gap between what the Knicks did. Obviously, we saw it in the playoffs and all their success and wins, and the 2nd best team right now. We might close that gap with Toronto.
Because he fits so perfectly because you're really only probably going to either maybe lose Ingram or RJ Barrett, depending on who it is. And I think Kawhi is a good replacement for them, especially defensively, with a team that was already the top 5 defense in the league in the regular season. And when you look at Toronto, where did they struggle? They struggled scoring in the half court and scoring in the clutch. Near the bottom in clutch scoring in the regular season. Who's a guy that can solve all of that? It's Kawhi Leonard in the mid-range with the scoring. He can really raise the ceiling for this Toronto's Raptors team. And when you look at what happened the rest of the Eastern Conference and the moves that they're making, I put them right there with New York at the top of the East.
Oh, I love it. I love real analysis. That's what we love about ESPN, that unethical network. You know what I mean? Good stuff, brother. You ain't lying. The Pistons also, just to let you know, give you a little flash, are in the Kawhi sweepstakes. Kay Cunningham and Kawhi, Lord, eat it up. High Tolerance is trying to keep up with Stomp. I don't know. I got to check out the top fans, but thanks for the super chat again, big dog. Keep them coming. CC will be pissing in the wind, seeking justice from the WNBA machine. She's already playing for a coach feeling away because she isn't down for her cause. Nah, I take my talents overseas. Well, it depends on how much they're paying overseas. I can't say that necessarily. And High Tolerance, you're doing a good job. You're trying to get there. You're just a little behind Stomp. Stomp is number 1 still, but I know what you're doing. You're trying to get him, sneak him, give you that, right? Love to you, big dog. You're trying. Who else is number 3 is Just Jules, Smith Shot Racing, and Drew Mack. Man, you so close, High Tolerance. Stomp is at 1,400. You at 1,300. You better get that, dude. If Stomp, I heard, lost yesterday. I didn't catch it. Let me know if Stomp is starting to let y'all have some fun. He's getting bored with his success. Let me know if that's happening. All right, here's another one. The little tidbits, our scroll and roll segment. The Canadian Football League just banned quarterback Brendan Sorsby from entering the league due to his gambling issues, and no team is currently permitted to negotiate with him, Upholding the integrity of the league and ensuring fair competition are important and paramount to the CFL. I put a word in there, they ain't even right. They ain't put important. I did. Wow, you got banned from a damn whole league, and that's the league you need because the NFL said we ain't doing. Wow, the NFL said we ain't doing a supplemental draft this year. Nah, we bored, we tired, we busy. Really? You can go enter the other draft next year. And then, you go to CFL? Oh, no, you're banned here. Damn. That gambling, boy, is catching athletes slipping. Let's see, man. Man. All right, beat up in the comments. Let's go. Anybody else got something to say? Let's see all right, did the top fans. We go to Diana Rossini real quick. We still got to read our comments, too. Comments from y'all. Comments from the choir. Let's call it comments from the choir. Got to hear what y'all doing. But let's see this Diana Rossini video because I'm hearing a lot about it. Her, she doing the most. Let's see what she doing. Ooh, Diana, man. Diana. Dirty Diana, boy. Let's go. All right, former NFL insider Diana Rossini name drops her way out of a ticket. All right, that ain't a crime, is it? I mean, it's more on the cop. I can say what I want. Cop ain't got to listen or care about it, but I'm listening.
Yeah. Officer Bernal, Richard Police, you've been recording my body camera. Can I just get your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance, please?
Put me with my phone.
Yeah.
So, you're not going to care. I'm an NFL reporter, and
Mhm.
I just broke that Sean McDermott got fired from the Bills, and that is what I was just sending to send a tweet. I was going to pull over because I have to make calls.
Okay.
I know you don't care, but I'm just letting you know my reason why.
Okay.
It was a work thing, and it was an emergency.
I take it all back. All that name dropping. See, I've never done that. But I'm always hoping that they know who I am. I can't lie to you. But I don't name drop because I don't want to sound like that. Yuck. Brother Jay says yuck. You know why? Because when you do that, we know, or maybe we don't, the extent you will go to not have accountability. That's what we're really feeling, that our hair is crawling and standing up is because our skin is crawling and we're feeling all yucky when you hear that because you're like, yo, you would do anything to get out of something. Because this is a great grand extent to go to try to get out of a ticket. You know why you got pulled over. This is why I hate when I see all these police cams, body cams, and cell phone footage. And it always starts off with, why you pull me over? Like, shut up. You ain't that dumb. You know why I pulled you over. And there are times when you get pulled over and you don't know and unnecessarily. I know, qualifier. But 99% of the time, man, you know why I pulled you over. And she knew, but then she tried to worm. Ooh, what a worm.
For what I did. I have a more updated license, but just take that so you know I'm not like some crazy wrong.
Hey, you better slow down that reach. I'm telling you, if I'm a cop, everybody getting it. Trust me, I am going home 9 to 5. That's what I signed up for. Not your 9 shooting at me 5 times. I shot 9 to 5 is the hours I'm putting in. You better slow that reach now.
Thank you.
And I've never gotten to.
Okay.
I never got a ticket. And you about to get one now? Let's break that streak.
So, obviously you were on your phone for a while, right?
Thank you.
I was on, when you went under the underpass, right? On Garber Square, I was by Library Place. So you're on your phone there. I got behind you, right, by Whole Foods. You continue to be on your phone, right? I understand you have a job.
Of all times. It's like no one expected you to look at.
Yeah.
Like, I'm shocked that they fired me. I cannot believe it.
Oh! She is really, I mean, she in Jersey really playing that tri-state, that Bills Mafia is deep. She is, I can't believe they fired him. Ma'am, can you stay on subject? Ooh, insufferable. I hate to say it, but yeah, this is tough.
You know who was on the phone with?
Who?
Brian Gable. He's the boss of the job.
Oh, okay.
Are you a fan of Giants or Jets?
I'm not a fan of either, so.
Who's your team?
Jesus. Look at this. I mean, how much are tickets? I don't know. $200, $100, $300, whatever it is. She made $800,000 last year, and I know that bag right there. So,
I'm a Vikings fan, unfortunately. Let's see it.
Can you see the name?
Oh my God. KOC?
Did you see what I said? Look what I said to him though just now. Go to the bottom.
Oh my God.
Don't go for it, dog. He like, look. Garden Eden, they had an apple and a serpent and Adam and Eve. It's the oldest story in the book. I get it. Don't go for it though, dog. Oh, stay pure.
Wow. Pretty cool.
Dude, I love the Vikings though. They're awesome. KOC's awesome.
Yeah. He seems like a good
Your
dude.
quarterback sucks though.
Yeah. So he's got to get it. He's got to fix it. He's got to turn it around or someone else is going to get him. Do you have your registration as well?
yeah, there we go.
That's what I was going to ask next is like, have you ever gotten points, anything like that? No.
Integrity. Come on, man. I know he ain't gonna finish this deal. I know he ain't gonna do it right.
Oh, no? All right. You heading home now?
I'm gonna go on TV and work.
Okay. What channel?
Well, I work for The Athletic, which is like the New York Times.
Yeah.
I'm doing something for Fox this morning.
Okay, cool.
I used to be ESPN.
All right, just give me a minute, okay? Do you have an updated driver's license?
Oh, she got the expired license too? Oh man, hey, give her credit. If you play your cards right.
I drove in 5.5 hours.
Perfect. Here, you can take this one back.
And throw it
All
away.
right, I'll be right.
And throw it away is old.
Right back with you, all right?
Yeah.
Damn. Since he knows he's on video, he ain't gonna say nothing. You know you get in that car, like, man, this lady over here macking. She over here macking with all this damn name dropping. Golly. We gotta skip all this. I need to get you back in front of Diana. Damn, body cam don't pause? Nope, don't want to hear that. I want you. Nope, don't care about this. Get your butt about that car, officer. Here we go. Integrity. Oh, he ain't write nothing though. Oh, he ain't write a damn thing. Ain't no ticket.
Who's the registered owner of the vehicle?
It's either me or my husband, Kevin Goldschmidt.
Okay. Oh, you live in Whitecroft with him? Okay, so just a heads up too, like you do have to update your driver's license, right? The address, because it says you're from Norwood.
Yeah, I used to live there, but I don't live there.
Okay.
We bought the house like 2 years ago, so I know I got it.
Yeah, so update that.
I need a real ID too, right?
So.
No, like the new.
Because it says not for real ID purposes, yeah.
She ain't got no license. Just say it. Wrong address, whatever. She was on her phone for 28 miles. It's okay, officer. Just say it. Hey, since you showed me that Vikings text, things have changed. The course of this conversation has shifted.
It's a pain, but you do have to get that.
I swear it's not an excuse. I literally can't get an appointment. Why is it so backed up?
I'm not sure, honestly. And everyone hates going to the DMV, but it's one of those things like you have to do. Listen, I'm going to cut you a break on the cell phone. I understand your job requires you to be on the phone a lot. Just try to wait till you get home, okay? And
you just endangered our lives by letting this person go out there driving and texting. In reality, you do. When officers do this, they do. Like, you know, you can't reward or you can't forgive this type of behavior. And I know, and I've been guilty as well. So trust me, when I get pulled over, I ain't got no story. I don't whip out my jersey when I get pulled over like, yo. And I'm in LA where the Chargers are. No, I don't do all that. But that doesn't make me any better than her, even though it feels yucky listening to her. I get it, y'all.
so, yeah, keep me updated with the Vikings, okay? Let me know if KOC is going to get a new quarterback in. Of course. All right, man. Take care.
Boo! She got all these affairs in order with the whole 32 teams in the NFL and all their transactions. They ain't even got her license right. Trust me, hey, I'm guilty too. My license is expired. Somebody told me the other day, she was like, you know your license is about to expire. I was like, really? All right. That's it. We got one more. I'm going to say Josiah. Y'all know Josiah leaving Gil's Arena. I ain't doing that because I got to do that. I got to do that. I can't just do that. I got to do that. So maybe that'll be topic story tomorrow. Unreal, the Diana boy. Boy, when it rains, it pours. I mean, she almost getting that Jaylen Brown treatment, except she's actually, it seems like, you know, she's complicit in her crimes, alleged crimes. Where Jaylen Brown just taking some shots from I don't know where. But let's go. Let's get into these comments and then let's get up out of here. Steven Jackson was not talking about a talent issue when Steven Jackson was talking about the state of NBA today and he doesn't like it. I think we can all agree that talent is unreal. Yeah, it's next level. Way more talented league than ever. Stack is saying the love and passion for the game, especially from the younger generation, is starting to dissipate. Really? That's what he's saying? True. But I don't agree with it, but let's go. In the words of the great Marvin Hagler, it's tough to get out of bed to do road work at 5 a.m. when I know this quote, when you've been sleeping in silk pajamas. Yep, that's true. That's why the great ones are great. Absolutely. And I think that quote is still true. And that's why there's still a Tom Brady. That's why there still was a Floyd Mayweather. That's why it's still a LeBron James. Like, there's still greats. Let's not do that. What are you saying? Dissipate. It's harder to be an athlete than ever. Because it's harder to be that good. When y'all say talent is unreal, y'all act like that's just like a sentence. It is a death sentence to some guys who are super talented, but not talented enough. Do you understand what sports is now? Dog, I go to these 10-year-old games. I told you. I know a 12-year-old that's 6'2" and is banging. I saw it. I was like, what this dude? The ball got wedgied. You know, get a wedgie, the boys shoot them horrible shots. A three-pointer, it got stuck between the rim and the backboard. This kid he's 12. He just went like this. Right? Everybody else, all the little kids throwing basketballs underhand, trying to get it down. He went, young. I said, how old are you? He said, 12. No, he said, 12. I said, damn. Man, it's hard to get in now. Forget you. You talking about, man, I used to kill it at the club. You can't get in. Chris Brown said it. You can't get in. And you talking about, their love and passion has dissipated. How? If it's harder to get in and you still getting in, that means you're working your butt off. You think this talent just comes because, I woke up out of bed. 7 feet again. Yes, I don't have to work. Man, are you kidding me? Dwight Howard suffered from this. I see Dwight Howard's son. He plays ball. He's 12 as well. He on the same team as this other dude. Gigantic, feet this big. He gonna be huge. You think that boy ain't working? Y'all did it to his daddy. You gonna do it to him? I already see him working. I see him practice and training. We do the same stuff. And then I see him he on like all these teams. Don't do this. They work. They love it. You don't work like that if you don't love it. You don't. You just don't. You like it. You won't work the same in passion. How you gonna measure my passion? Why? How do I wear it? What do you mean? Did I dive for the 50-50 ball? Did I run out of bounds and dive for LT, LaDainian Tomlinson, never used to take the contact on the sidelines. He didn't want it. He's like, for what? I'm trying to play forever. I'm trying to make it through this game. So did he have the passion? Jackson Dart over here dying for every yard. Does he has the passion? Okay. Y'all got to stop with these damn narratives. Let me stop. All right, let's go. Any more? Nah, y'all clowning in this one. All right, let's go to the next one. I don't understand the Caitlin Clark hate. She's done nothing but hoop and get money. LOL. Yeah, but you know how ladies are. No, stop. I don't even think it's the ladies as much as I think up top because they don't want to give her that credit because they've been working for 27 years before she got there. We all suffer from the same thing. Oh, who gonna get the credit when it finally works? Her, just because she just got here. You know, you've been struggling with something and you feel like you made that hire, you made that acquisition, you allowed this to survive long enough for her to get here. Now you deserve that shot. I think everybody is really grabbing for their own cred rather than giving it to her. Simple as that. And I understand it. If you're in a corporation and it finally flips, you're not going to say, oh, it was that new person. Even though everyone's like, They did bring it. They brought in all these new customers, all these new acquisitions. It's them. You're like, we've been trending in the right direction. You start making up stuff like that. Acho just likes to hear himself talk. He truly believes he's the smartest one in the room. Narcissists gonna narce. Well, what if he's the only one in the room? He is the smartest in the room. No, stop. I don't believe that take. That take, he said it was disingenuous. But Acho will pull that. Acho is smart enough to make up a take and then make it sound credible and believable. And then he's sitting there going, that's Acho. You know that. The problem is that ESPN is now a gossip show and not a reporting of the facts. They felt the sports market was not big enough and traded in their factual viewers for the gossip community. Now they don't break down the game. They break down gossip about all the drama in and around the game. But ESPN, let's not go there fully. ESPN realized that storyline was helping sell the actual game and actual viewership. Like, you watch a game if it's a rivalry more. You watch a game even more. You're going to watch sports, but you watch more if it's a rivalry, heated clash, people have personal issues, beef. If Jason Tatum comes back next year, Jaylen Brown's traded to a team. They got to play each other. You watching? I wonder why. I wonder why you're really watching. Or I wonder why that's must-see TV. You know why. LeBron goes to Golden State. Golden State plays the Lakers. Why is that must-see TV? So don't get mad at what you're doing, okay? That's a frustrating life. You are watching the things for the storyline, as you call it, gossip. ESPN is like, we know that. We ain't stupid. You think we became ESPN by being stupid? So we're not going to react to it. We're going to be proactive. So they created a lot of shows, commercials, for the live games, which don't have all of the gossip. They have the game. That's the payoff. That's the equal sign. But what you're adding up before that is, does that coach have any ties to that other team? Did he used to coach there? Does he know anyone there? Is his former players there? Who has an issue? Who has beef? Who played somewhere else? You know what I mean? Like, come on, dog. We all love that. You know what I mean? That's how Floyd Mayweather blew up. He was like, let me make Oscar De La Hoya, the golden boy, my enemy. It was on ever since. All right? It's amazing how quickly the media turns on you, Jaylen Brown. Yep, this and the bubble protest and his activism work makes him my favorite player. Good for you. I get it, though. Perk better not act like he's some sort of Celtics hero from now on. JBS said nothing but facts, and that was a low blow to come after him for that. Yeah, but remember we talked about Gremlins, and like Kendrick Perkins is one of Stephen A. Smith's Gremlins. You know that. The real problem is that Tatum is not better than Jaylen Brown, and the NBA Eastern Conference Finals and Finals showed that Jaylen Brown was the real MVP. He was better than him pre-injury and much better after his post-injury. He also always covers the hardest wing players that Tatum can't guard. Jaylen Brown is the truth. I know. That everything you wrote was the truth. I don't get it. I truly don't get it. And I'm going to keep saying it every single time, every single way, until somebody else gets it. All right. Love for you guys. Appreciate y'all rocking with your boy. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a member. Super chats are over for today. Do them tomorrow. Do them like Stomp. Stomp does a super chat early. He gets ahead of y'all before. Then he beats you. He beats you mentally. Let me stop. Love for you guys. Make sure you hit the like button, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I think the verse. Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so.
Blah, blah, blah. And everybody know Caitlin Clark's the reason they making money, but they don't want to say that because it makes them feel bad.